So, hello everyone, and welcome to Milmon's top 5 neutral cards for Arena from Guru. So now we see every card, so now I can verify that these are the best cards you're gonna pick, which card you're gonna want, and so on. But before I go into that, because this is hard actually, there are a couple of really good cards. So I'm gonna have an honorable mentioning, general elemental cards, and so on. But first I also wanna say the elemental cards are very good. So none of these cards here are in top 5. They aren't even like in top 10, some of them, but they're all just very good elementals. So you have this thing, volatile elemental, 3 damage at random. That's a good removal card. It's like a flamethrower for any class. But if you play elemental deck, then pick this guy. Very good. So then we have Tolvir Stone Shaper, which just taunt one shield is very high value. So again, if you play an elemental deck, this guy is very good if you have a few elemental cards in your deck. Because this sending stat is okay. So if you have like 5+ elemental, pick this guy. And then we have Servant of Kalmo. This is a very good card. So Gorilla Bot in Arena is very strong if you have a few mechs, because it's getting 1 extra card in Arena is very high value. You can discover something really good, like maybe a legendary and so on. But this card is much better because if you're playing the Mage, Shaman or Priest, especially the Shaman, there's a lot of good cards you can pick. Earth Elemental, Fire Elemental, Kalamos himself and so on, right? Because they are higher weight chance than neutral cards for you. So this is much better to pick. It's an extremely good card for especially Shaman and Mage, that even probably without having many elementals. And if you have 5 more elementals, and there are a lot of elementals now, pick this card, right? So this is not top 5, but it's a very close to being a top 5 card. But it's very class specific though. If you're playing like a druid, you know, this card usually does. So this is not top 5 card. The is elemental, also very good elemental card, very good value, trigger your elemental effects. Again, on the card you want to pick, you have a few elementals. And last we have of course Blaze Caller, 5 damage or something, big fire elemental guy. It's like a fire portal, but better if you have elementals. So yeah, all of these cards, none of them are top 5. So then, I just want to mention them, right, because they all are very strong. So now we're going to go into the actual like really good cards of Arena now. Some of the new cards, some of the really good cards. Again though, I will just show a few cards that I feel that it's like, yeah, they aren't really like top 5, but they're close to it. It's want to very quickly talk about them, and then we go into the cards you really should pick for Arena. So if you look at this card here, first we have Bittertide Hydra. This is probably the 8th best card or so. It's very strong. It's just like a big guy, and you know, you damage yourself, not very big, but it's epic card though, so you won't see it that much in the Arena, right? That's why it's not one of the new 5 top impactful cards, but it's a pretty good card though. If it was like a common card, I would put it at top 1 pretty much, but it's epic, so that pushes it down a bit. No more stop list for that reason. There we go. And there we have Fireplan Phoenix. This is another card that I feel is probably the best elemental card so now, because this card is almost top 5, but it's also an elemental. So if you're playing an elemental card, obviously this card is very good. Even without that, 2 damage something, it's very good. Strong, it's like a small fire elemental. It's a great card. Definitely go for this card. It's going to be very uncommon. Then we have the Giant Wasp, also another mention. It's stealth, poisonous, 2 life. It survives stuff, which it didn't do for the Prison Assassin. But they're too expensive. We've been trading into one thing. It's a good card though, it's a very good card, but it's not the best card. The impact isn't that strong. If it dies from Consecration, Demon Wrath and so on, it's kind of slow, you know. So it's a very good card. Maybe it should be in top 5, but I don't think so. Then, here I think we're starting in a really good card now. So here's Vicious Fledgling. This is a very good card actually. And some people are gonna oversee this card, but this for me is actually one of the best cards to have now in Arena for the rating, because this is a card that is very hard to deal with in Arena. Because if you play this card on, especially as I mentioned in my whole review of these all cards, if you coin this guy on turn 2, that is extremely strong in Arena, because usually they don't have an answer to that. Many times they have to say they don't play anything. So you play like a Mage for example, and they have you do 5 blast in your face turn 2. That is not overly uncommon, you know. Maybe have some decent hand, but didn't get a 2 drop. You know, it's quite common actually, right? And you play this guy, you coin this guy as an answer. That is extremely intimidating for the Mage. So he has to like frostbolt it, do some kind of torch it, whatever, right? And if you just have more in the hand, which is a low chance, then you're gonna get 1 free adaptation. So you're gonna get an adaptation, right, and get like, oh, a 3-6 suddenly, right? 3-3 with divine shield. It's very, very easy in arena to actually get that one hit in your face. If you get Wind Fury, that is insanely good. So this is a card they have to remove pretty much. That's also very good for arenas. If you play this guy on, let's say, turn 6 or something, turn 5 or something on an empty board, right? Because the arena is a lot about empty boards. You frostbolt their guy, you play this guy on turn 5, right? That's a possibility. Then it's their turn. They can't really just like, oh, I'm just gonna throw this pit fighter out. That's okay, but then you hit them in the face. Maybe you get like a 6-3, with one shield, right, and so on, or Wind Fury, whatever, poisonous. So they kind of wanna, they kind of have to be like, well, okay, I probably have to like polymorph this guy and play a 2-drop, and then you can be, okay, I can play my ogre now because you polymorphed. So this is a very, very good card because it is a magnet to getting removed, right? And that's a very good point of it, push a 3-mana card doing that. And that is so easy in arena to get that one attack interface, especially if you have the coin. I think it's a very, very good card if you're playing with the coin, and usually you don't want to be have the coin, you want to have the tempo, right? This is one of the cards, if you have a bad start and you have a good start, you pretty much win. It's very, very good. And you can, of course, if you have a pretty decent, you know, trade-off, so you play a one drop is good, 2 drop is good, and you have the tempo, you play this guy, and they are after in tempo, right? They have to remove this guy, hard remove it, or you get a really, really good card going on. It's a very, very good card. Vicious Fledgling, definitely a card to pick in arena. Absolutely recommend it. And then we have this thing, oh god, Nesting Rock. This uses very high value, very good card. It's a 4-7 for 5 with possibility to taunt. And even if you don't get taunt, 4-7 for 5 is completely okay. So it's a Yeti with 2 more life points for 1 more mana. That is fair. Like, Pit Fighter is 5-6 for 5, and it's a pretty good card in arena, you know, like a vanilla stat. So it's completely fine though. And I will argue say that Pit Fighter is worse even if you don't have the taunt, because 4-7, 4 is enough to kill most stuff in that level if you could coin this guy. And you know, 7 health is a lot more than 6 health sometimes, so probably better than a Pit Fighter, even without the taunt. But if you have 2 minions, which is not that hard to do actually in arena, you know, if you're playing like pretty much equal and so on, right? Then it gets taunt, that is just really, really high value. So this is a very good card. It's an uncommon card, so you pick it a lot. I think this is a card we're gonna see in arena a lot from now on. You just have this kind of, you know, it's hard to remove. It's actually like Fugen, right? The legendary. That's a good card in arena. That's a good card, an okay legendary. So you get like Ned Pagel, really take a Fugen, 4-7 for 5. Right? This is 4-7 for 5, big taunt, maybe half the time you play it. This is just very, very high value. And of course, it's a taunt minion with high health instead of high attack, so it doesn't really move very much, so right? So it's very good, especially defending your, maybe you have like an A2 or a 7-1 or whatever you want to protect, right? That means you have a minion out, maybe you can like use your Shaman ability, Paladin ability, so yeah, very, very good card. It's very straightforward though, like with the last card, right? The Vicious Fledgling, this is like, well, this card I think people are gonna miss out on, but this card is a card you're gonna see even more. It's uncommon, and it's very, very obviously like a decent card. So Nesting Rook is a card we're gonna see a lot now in arena. I think it's a very good card, and this is very straightforward, right? It is taunt with a lot of health for good value, so a great card. As a beast too, that's all. And then we have this card, Tar Creeper. This is also in my top 5, easily a card we're gonna see huge amount of play of. The other Tar cards are good as well. I'm probably gonna put the Tar Warrior card as one of the top 5, like class-based top 5 cards. But Tar Creeper then is just an amazing card. This is pretty much send in for 1 mana less. This is send in for 1 mana less. That is exactly what it is. You're gonna pick this card, and going for the life, you know, going for the face in the arena is something you never do, because if you do that, you're pretty much gonna lose. If you're a hunter, it might work out. Maybe playing some kind of face mage with a really good card, a lot of fireballs, whatever. You can do it sometimes, but usually you never go for face. So the attack during your turn is less value just for that alone. And then yeah, okay, so you can't really trade. That's good. So that is true though. So, but primarily, right, it's them sending. Mainly, it's a mental card for that matter. But it's like a 3-5 with taunt, 4-3. So if you coin this guy, it's like a 2. Yeah. Picture coining this guy turn 2, or like they drop something good, like a good 1 drop, a good 2 drop, and you're like, yeah, Tar Creeper. They're like, oh shit, and you get both of them. It's an amazing tempo card. Primarily, it's gonna just stop everything, right? It's gonna stop any kind of advances. Especially if you're playing like a slower arena deck, you're playing kind of priest deck especially, you want to just live for a bit, this card is just amazing for that. It's gonna just stop them. It's gonna stop them completely. It's gonna protect the order guys and so on. It's just an extremely good card. And it's uncommon, so you're gonna see it a lot. This is a card I think people are gonna pick all the time, because it's just so damn good, you're stopping them. Dark Talk guys are good as well. But actually the other Tower for Warlock is as the Rook was worse, so that's not that good, but the Tower for Warlock was extremely good. So yeah, this is a card that's absolutely worthy of top 5 new arena cards from the Euro. It's insanely good. Just thinking about it, it's like coining Sending and Shield Master, turn 2 instead, right? That's pretty much what you can imagine with it. So yes, they won't like trade into it probably and like get your stuff killed by it, but they're just gonna stop the shit. You're just gonna stop it, right? And if you play a priest specially, then you can heal it and so on. Oh yeah, it's very good. And it's elemental, I say again there, so that's good for mage and shaman and also priest again. So yeah, it's a very good priest card, a very good card. And then we have this card, Volcanosaur. This is a card that I am a huge fan of. No one else mentioned it's like, it's a shitty card, you get 2 gold or something when you start playing. It's like everyone's like that, whatever. This is actually a very good card. This is actually a very good bomb card. This is a card you're gonna see. You're gonna be surprised. People are gonna have to pick card about. It's a very good bomb card. It's absolutely, it's very high in my list. Right? It's actually one of the best cards now in the arena, I think, for the blue slot, for the red slot. So it's a 5/6 for 7. And if you compare that to the Jurmungand Wyrm, the Jurmungand, that's like a 5/9 for 7, right? That's a pretty good card in the arena. It's a pretty good bomb. A lot of health, enough attack power to kill most stuff, It's a pretty good card in the arena. This card is a 5/6 with the possibility of getting 3 more life with 1 adapt, right? So if you adapt 3 more life, you get a Jurmungand. That's good enough for 7, absolutely. But 1 more adaptation, right? So it's clearly a great card for 7 man in the arena, because you're getting like Jurmungand plus 1/+1, 6/10. Plus protection for spells, so Shroud, so 5/7, Jurmungand with Shroud, or like Jurmungand with Death Rattle, or you get my point, right? It's basically Jurmungand with like was something else with like more attack power, so it's like an 8/9, or what can be more like Poisonous. That's probably the worst thing, but it's strong enough. Divine Shield can be really annoying, and Taunt might save you, right? And it's true that you have 2 adapts, so you maybe won't hit the 3 life. But I would argue say that Divine Shield is better against everything except Mage, pretty much, than 3 life. So that's also a possibility. The Death Rattle might be better, there's a lot of coming to value for that. Plus 1, if you get it twice, it can be more worth, right? Because like a 7/8 is better than a 5/9, right? It's 1 less life to have a lot more types you can kill, or the 7 or so on. Stealth, probably not that good, but you might feel some of it. Stealth being Fury, so he has some possibilities to be this like finishing reach card. And that's something that the Jurmungand or Vol or whatever cannot be. They cannot be like a safe. This guy can turn into, a Raven Assassin, which is like, this is the card if you're playing Hunter, Mage and so on in the arena, you want to just have this kind of last finish push. This guy can have stealth and finish them off, right? And plus more, like, he can be an 8/6 with stealth. It's better than you, much better than the Ravenhold Assassin. But generally, how I look at this card, this is probably one of the best 7 drops in the arena, I would say, just plainly. And it's rare, right? It's so good. This card is really, trust me, this is gonna be a huge card to play in the arena. This is always gonna be good. Like, worst case scenario, you get something like a 8/9, or not 8/8, 6/6, 7/8 for 7. That is 1 more stat than Volgolem, and Volgolem is playable in the arena. It's a bomb card. Like, I played a lot of limited in my life in other cards like Magic and Magic to storm here right now. Like, I have played a lot of limited stuff in my life, and bomb card like that has a really high value in every kind of limited card games. And this is like, the other bombs are workable in limited, and this bomb is like, it has potential to be either a defensive bomb or aggressive bomb, or just generally defensive with some plus stat, right? In general, this card is good to being used. Give you some defense, like 3 more life and a shield. Like, it's like a kind of good bomb plus something else, plus protection for spells. It's just really good, or that or something. Even Poisonous could be very advantage of that. Poisonous Taunt, right? It's this is actually a card to really look out for. It's a card definitely pick. Obviously, you can't have like 10 of these guys because it's a bomb card, so you want to have few cheap guys. a few 2-drops, a few 3-drops, and so on. But you want to have like 5 or so bombs, right? And this is definitely one of those very, very good bombs for a blue card. Very, very good. Absolutely. And then lastly, we actually have the snail, but I just want to mention that this is a legendary card. So Hammett is the best card in the arena. Absolutely the best card. But he's legendary. So instead of getting the 1 spot, it's going to the snail, to the stubborn Gastropad. That's the best card right now. But I just want to mention that Hammett is the best card, best card, right? But it's a legendary. So how often are you gonna see Hammett in arena now? Even if it's new, you're never gonna see him anyway. It's like once every 100 arena, right? But that being said, if you get Hammett, this is probably the card I would always take in arena. It's probably only like Sylvanas or Rhino or something that's better than Hammett in arena. This might actually be the best card in arena, like seriously best card in arena. Because when you play it, you're gonna remove all the crap you have. In arena you have a lot of crap, so you have something, you have a lot of 2-drops, a lot of 3-drops. So you just wanna always wanna have something to play turn 2 and 3. So I have my tempo. So you play this guy, and you, next you're gonna draw, your bombs, right? So if you play this guy, you're gonna have only bombs left in your deck. Yes, you're gonna remove like 10 plus cards off your deck because it's arena, but it means that you have enormous better tempo. Your tempo is gonna be ridiculously better, right? So if you have 5 bombs after this guy, you're gonna have bomb, but they have this like no chance you can beat that. So it's an amazing card in arena. It's ridiculously amazing, but it's legendary, so you won't see it anyway. So instead of getting to Hammett then, because Hammett is like the real winner, but I mean it's legendary. It's stubborn gas. This is the best card in the arena right now. This is easily the best card of the new set, and it's uncommon, and it's a 2-mana drop. Everyone can play it. This card it's insane. This is the #1 card now for arena for neutral cards. Stubborn Gastropad. It's taunt poisonous for 2 mana. It's just really, really insane. So when you play this guy for only 2 mana, they're gonna have to say, "Oh, we have to remove this guy." You know, they're gonna have to remove it from Frostbolt up to fucking Pyroblast. But they're gonna have to remove it with some kind of spell. Yes, it dies by every spell though, which makes it a little worse. So when the Volcanosaur can like 5/6, and he gets taunt poisonous, he can survive some removal. So he can be, that's what that card's so good as well. But this card is like, yeah, you have to remove it. Because if you play a bomb card, like a 6, 7 up bomb card, or 9 bomb card, you play a late game bomb card, and you see you're a druid, and I'm a mage. So then I play this guy, and a war golem for 9 mana. And you're like, oh shit, a 1/2 is in the way with poison and taunt. So even if you have your own, like whatever, 6, 9, so on, you can't hit my war golem because you have to hit taunt. And you're like, So you would have to play a removal, right? You would have to play. You can play Wrath, or you can play like Living Wines or whatever, right? You can play something crazy to remove it. But if you don't have that, and in arena, removal is very good, right? So you pick a removal you get pretty much, but you don't have you also limit it. But you don't get those like. You can't really pick and decide. So it's like, yeah, I picked 3 fireballs with my mage deck. I picked, so many swipes and so on. So it's not like, yeah, I have 2 swipe left and 1 rat left. And it's more like, yeah, I have 2 swipe left, no rat left and so on. So you're going to have to like swipe this guy, for example. That is great value, right? You can have to like star Farley. We get the point, but you're going to have to remove it with the removal you have. If you have removal, if you have removal. But if you have removal, you're gonna have to remove this guy with the removal you have to protect your big guy. Because your big guy is not gonna reach my big guys because you have this thing in the way, right? It's just really, really good. It is insanely good, this card. It's ridiculously good. It was like a 1/2 with poison, it was still pretty good. But 1/2 with taunt poisonous, it's just like, because it protects your guys, right? It protects your bombs, it protects your whatever effect you have your mid-stat unit. That being said though, this card is so good, so I probably wouldn't play it on turn 2 actually, on curve. It's more like a answer to your big guys after turn 5 or so. Then this card is really shining. Then when it comes to mana with taunt, you can play it like at turn 8 with your ogre or something. Play your ogre, right, and so on. And they have to remove it. And if you play it like a turn 4 or 5, they will have to remove it again. And then you can play your bomb. Because they polymorph this class, you can play your bomb turn 6. It's just extremely good, Stubborn Gastropad. It's absolutely the best card now for neutrals. But yeah, I mean, in worst case scenario, you play this on turn 2 because you want to curve out. I probably would do it, but like sometimes you want to do it. If you have a good hand and so on, if you want to get a tempo. I mean, look at it. It it has one attack, but it's hitting everything for perfect damage, right? So it's like, yeah, whatever you played. If you play a 3/4 Totem Golem, you know, it's a great card in Arena. Very hard to remove in Arena. If you played some other like a cheap 3/4 legendary guy on like turn 3 or something, yeah, this card's gonna remove that as well. I mean, whatever tempo they play out, it's a good drop tempo. This guy can handle it. This guy can handle it. Whatever, like 1-drop to play out, fly meme or something, it's a good 1-drop, they can handle it. See my point, right? Whatever they play, it's like really good, like 1 or 2 or 3 drop. It might be really hard to move something outright. This guy can handle it. If you're into the Innervate Druid, the classic like Innervate, Yeti kind of place or whatever, like the super annoying super tempo art, this can handle it. If there's a kind of weird red cleave, sort of see something weird stuff happening. This can handle it. It can handle anything, really. It can beat any minion, right? And stop that from hitting your other minions on. But yeah, it does every removal, of course. It does. That's the weak point. It has 2 life points. But it's just like, for just 2 mana, being able to kill anything is just amazing. And again, this thing attracts any removal, right? So as I said with the fletching hatch, the flying, the adaptation thing, this will absorb any removal. When you play some turn 2, they're like, oh shit, whatever I play now, it's gonna die. So they like have to hex this guy, or maybe they play something cheaper, right? But see, a lot of people are gonna hex that guy, gonna pour from this guy, and so on, right? And that means that your later actual mobs, it means that your 7/7, your 8/10, whatever, they are actually gonna survive, right? So that's why it's so strong in this card, because whatever you are facing, they're gonna be like, shit, I have to remove this guy now, because I can't play my bomb, right? And it might sound weird because the snake for 2/3 isn't that fantastic in Arena, just pretty good. But the problem is it has taunt, right? This is just infinity better than the snake because it costs 1 mana less and it has taunt. The 1 life difference is whatever. Like, yeah, okay, that's for consecration. That's the only difference pretty much. So that is whatever. It survives, you know, pretty much the same cards. It hits for the same string. 1 or 2 attacks doesn't matter because it's poisonous. So the taunt is very important there because again it protects all your other cards on the board. So you have to kill this guy first, right? That's why it's so good, because they have to remove this guy before they can remove your big guys. Sure, some people are gonna say, okay, I'm just gonna polymorph your big guy and just wait this guy out, I guess, or something. So it has a little weakness there. The actual only thing I can say about this card, which I read, is that this card is further boosting like mage and so on, because this card is easier to remove your mage or remove your rogue. You hit it once, then it's a 1/1. So you can like polymorph the big guy behind this guy, shoot it 1, next time shoot it right. So it actually is the only thing it's weak against are like the 1 damage guys. You can kill it as doing it twice or so on. But yeah, this is easily the best card in the Arena right now. The new best card, so to speak. For what it does, for 2 mana. Like, it is insanely high value. I would play it for 3 mana, right? Easily in Arena. Probably like 4 mana. Yeah. If you got like 6 mana, sure, that would be absolute crap. But it's like for 2 mana, this card is worth like at least 3 mana. Right? Because it created the snake. Snake has better stab. But the taunt here, it's so important. The taunt isn't that good in Arena. But taunt and poisonous is a huge combo. It's like the Divine Shield taunt, also a good combo. But like taunt otherwise, not that good. It's like taunt Wind Fury. The absolute crap, right? But taunt poisonous is a very, very good combo. You can play it like Magic Gathering if you have like Wither first strike, or like Death Touch first strike. It means you always hit first, and if you hit them, they will die, right? So they will just kill everything. If you have Wither, you hit them first, and they become weaker, so they can't kill you back. So it's also pretty good. For example, right? Some of those combos in card games are so strong when you combine them, and taunt poison is probably the best thing you can have for taunt. Seriously. Because taunt means you have to go for that first, right? And then everything will die then. So even how big the guy, even his Deathwing, he will die from this guy. So it's like, yeah. So again, it means they have to remove it with whatever removal they have. And the Arena removal is unlimited. So primarily this guy is gonna get killed by like fireballs or swipe and so on. This guy is gonna get killed by big removal, then it's worth right. There's a 2 mana drop that will absorb any removal for like 4 or 5 mana or so on. Right? That is insanely amount of value. So yeah, Stubborn Gastropad, best card for Arena for non-guru cards for Neutron. Absolutely, pick it pretty much all the time you see it. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah. See you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe and have a great day.